So, Greg, Brady and the Bucs, contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders. Everything about this team is pretend.
Oh, everything.
Everything. Let me see. Let's go through the list really quick.
Okay.
They don't have an O-line protecting their quarterback. They don't have a quarterback that can protect their O-line. They don't have a defense that can actually be stout any longer. Mike Evans has disappeared. The head coach is not really good for this team. Like, I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
This team is a pretender.
Yikes.
They are going to win their division based on them just having a terrible division, period. They have the best situation in the team in that division, but that's not saying anything. A few weeks ago, we wanted to all hang our hat on the fact that, Tom Brady, he came back in the clutch and he ended the game with a game-winning drive. So what? It doesn't. Every quarterback does that every now and again. We just happen to love the fact that Tom Brady does it more consistently than everybody.
It also was against a Rams team that we now know is the second worst.
That we knew then.
Yeah.
That we knew then. This Bucs team, they can't score. They can't defend. They don't do anything consistent.
Here's the thing, Greg. I could deal with all of that. I could even deal with this stat this year on 3rd and 9+. That's a tough situation, but it's not an impossible situation. They are 3 of 48 on 3rd and 9+, which means if you get a team, if you get them incompletion on first down, stuff the run on second down, it's a punt.
Yep.
It's not a 3 and out, it's a 2 and out because they're not picking that up. I could deal with all of it. I could deal with a lot of things. You know what I can't deal with? Not being able to tell time. And I've said I had a dream about the Bucs.
Yeah, that wasn't
making
your
a conference
strongest
championship
analysis.
game. You know what?
of
You
it.
always say that. We have a lot of viewers that believe in that type of stuff, and I was trying to be relatable to them, and it was true.
You had a dream about
However, something happened yesterday that made me lose all faith. And that is, and I hate to say it because everyone likes him, but Todd Bowles doesn't appear to know what he's doing.
Oof.
So I'm going to show you guys the situation. Everyone's talking about the Bucs screwing up the clock when they got the ball back with 30 seconds left by not letting Brady go for it. That is not what happened here. Show me the Browns run, please, and then freeze it. So there's the Bucs up 7. They stuff them. It's now going to be 2nd and 9. Now, can we please zoom in on time score situation? The Bucs have all 3 timeouts. The Browns critically here only have 1. So what that means is with a minute 47 left, and this is boring video, we don't have to keep showing it, is the Browns, if they don't score, can't get the ball back. There's 85 seconds left. They only have 1 timeout. If the Bucs stop them, the Bucs are taking knees. So in that moment, the clock is actually the Bucs' enemy, not the Browns' enemy. The Browns, it's their last shot no matter what. Tampa is operating knowing if we stop them from scoring a touchdown, we win. But if we don't, I'd like to give Tom Brady 90 seconds to go get a field goal, which they could have. They used not 1 timeout, not 3 timeouts, 0 timeouts. And so they got the ball back with 30 seconds left. I'm here to tell you, you cannot overcome that type of, what's the right word? Lack of attention to detail, I'll
So
call
why
it
doesn't
that.
Tom call it?
Because
He has the power to call a timeout.
I don't. No. On the field, he does. He's on. The
sorry.
defense is
Yeah,
out there. The Tom calling it could have happened after the first possession or the next time. The defense is out there, and so because they. And by the way, you know what overtime also cost them? Their right tackle, because Tristan Wirfs
did.
So that injury happened in overtime. If they handle the clock properly, Wilds, they'd probably go down, get a field goal, get an ugly win against the Browns, and Tristan Wirfs is healthy, and they've won 3 in a row. They don't, and now a team that I thought could be scary in the NFC playoffs, I no longer do.
Ooh, can I show you a quick graphic before we move on?
Yes.
Talk about the Ravens. NFC playoff picture. The Bucs are in it. Greg, I know this is a fast forward, and this is all going to get shuffled, obviously. The Bucs would host the Cowboys.
That probably is what it's going to be.
You're going to bet against Tom Brady?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No.
Are you going to?
I think the Bucs could still potentially win a playoff game. But I no longer think they could win the 3 playoff games they needed to fulfill the destiny of my dream.
Mike McCarthy in a clock management battle.
Yeah, right. But they're not.
Well, don't do that to Mike right now.
What do you want to
We're
do?
talking about
He
Todd
was in the
Bowles.
barn
Don't
studying
do that
clock
to
management.
Mike.
He's watched
Stop
every game,
it.
I guess. That's what he said.
All right, can we get to the biggest story? Why are we waiting for 24 minutes to talk about the biggest story of the
From
day?
the GOAT to, dare I say it, the Prince who was promised.
Yeah!
The Ravens fumbled their lead, and the Prince and Doug Peterson went for two to win the game.
Oh, yeah.
Question: was yesterday more about the Ravens blowing another lead or the
Prince that was promised arriving? Well, I'll answer that in just a moment, Wilds. But first, I would like to say, you know what you can hear today all across America? Oh, wait, you can't hear any of it. All the old men yelling at clouds, oh, these teams are too aggressive. Take the points. Nah, not when the Chargers and Jags 2-point conversions work to win games. Then all of a sudden, you know what? I actually like those calls. Usually I don't, but I like those. Neither here nor there. Let's talk about the next great player in this league, Trevor Lawrence. Can you believe a rookie is doing this?
Oh, God. Get out of here.
His rookie year didn't happen. Urban Meyer year. Urban Meyer year. Cross it off. Didn't happen. Urban Meyer, great Fox employee, great college coach, great analyst. You know what? Wasn't a great job with the Jaguars. Now Trevor's here, and here's an interesting list. Great games, passer rating of 105 or more. Trevor Lawrence has 6. That is the same amount as Patrick Mahomes, second in the league. Second most in the league this year. He's going to finish the year top 10 in all major passing categories. And do we have what he's done the last 3 weeks? Can we show it to you? What the Prince who has promised now that he was arrived? He's no longer the Prince who was promised. He's the Prince who has arrived. I think we don't have his last 3 weeks.
Goodness.
I'll tell it because I
Hubs.
memorized it.
Thank you.
A 120 rating, 6 touchdowns, 0 picks, 2 wins. The 1 loss, what are you blaming? He's playing Mahomes. Come on. Listen, it's a blown game by the Ravens once again, and Lamar had some bad tweets afterwards. That's a story for the here and the now. The big picture story is we have the next great player in this league.
God.
We do. We need it because no other quarterback from his draft class has proven anything. And no quarterback from this year's draft class has proven anything. We need great quarterbacks in this league, and Trevor Lawrence finally is given the opportunity to show everyone he is that.
You want to go?
I think he's really trying to make amends for all the bad bets that he's put on the Jags and Trevor Lawrence and the Prince of Promise.
Yesterday was not bad.
But look, I was going to say both Wilds, but because he went all over the hill with all of that, it was about the Ravens giving up all these points in the fourth quarter. They can't stop anybody. This Ravens defense has to be better. If this is a team,
hard to stop royalty.
If this is the team.
Don't listen.
Hard to stop royalty.
Just take it.
If this is a team that is expected to win the AFC North, and your defense plays like this, and you have Joe Burrow in your division, and you have to possibly see them in the postseason, you think you're going to stop that type of an offense?
It's the 4th time they've blown
a
9-point lead.
You can't keep doing this.
No, I saw this on Twitter. I was going through Twitter. I'm not even on Twitter that much. I was going through Twitter, and I saw someone posted this. It's Baltimore defense breaking down with the leads. Up 35,
You're such a
14 against Miami. Up 10 against Buffalo at the half. Up big against the Giants and up on Jacksonville. And that was a fumble, so I get it. The Prince who was promised gets the ball in good field position. But still, someone responded to this tweet. I was also looking at the response. It said championship flaw. I'm ready not to believe in the Ravens. I'm going to call it. I do not believe in the Ravens anymore.
Do you believe in the Prince who was promised yet? I'm just curious.
He played all right.
He did look good. He made 4 really good, impressive throws.
I'm gonna say something that's going to sound over the top.
That he might win 2 games in a row?
No, I'm going to say something.
You already said
Hold
more
on,
than
just
something
first
that
of all,
was
I already
over.
won 2 games in a row earlier this year. Try to check your standings, buddy. And they were both blowout victories, if I remember correctly. Other than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God.
Just wait. I have a question.
You know what he's saying.
Other than Patrick Mahomes,
Go.
Is there a quarterback in the league you are certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you'd rather have over the next decade?
Let's just go to break.
I want to know the name. That you're certain, other than Mahomes, that you bet your life on will be better than Trevor Lawrence over the next decade. Who?
Yeah. Joe Burrow coming up next.
Joe Burrow? Justin Herbert?
Yeah, Justin Herbert. I won some games.
We're sure about Justin Herbert?
Under 500.
We're sure about roller coaster Allen?
I'm taking. If you blame Urban Meyer, I'm blaming Brandon Staley.
Oh, please. Right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.